Hey, listen. I know my microphone is on. Please. Bullshit. Like shit. It's a whole thing. Okay, whatever. Hold on. Let me open my freaking game. This is not going to be a very long stream. I'm just here to remind people, to give people, you know, like the League of Legends, the question mark ping. You know that noise? You know I should play it. Hold on. Okay. Where is it? League. Ping sound. There we go. We got them all. You know, every single noise. All of them. Okay, alert. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Let me stop dicking about and get the get the actual game out. It's not gonna be a long stream. Like actually, genuinely, it's not gonna be long because I just wanted to come on to literally do that and tell people to bullshit and hang out for like a second. But that's about it. Okay, there we go. My game's on. So, look, I'm not even going to bother to put up my video. Do you guys want to see my VTuber? Like, for such a short stream? You know, I think it's funnier if you can see my VTuber, I guess. Hold on, let me get my phone. Okay, the point of today's stream is very simple. I need y'all to lock in and bullshit. Y'all see this shit? Y'all see this shit? Right there? Okay, hold on. Let me get my VTuber up. Most prepared streamer ever. Stream of the Year award. Wow. Propaganda? Yeah, propaganda stream. This is the stream where I get cancelled for telling people to spend money, because clearly that makes me a show for. Oh, girl, get up, wake up, like, come on. Okay, there we go. Wake up, girl. Okay, so please, where is my brush? Where is the brush? Hold on. Is it okay? Hold on, it's not. Y'all see this shit? Y'all know what today is? Today is January 27th. Do y'all see this? Y'all see this? And this? Let's get on it. Get on it. Okay, hold on. First, wait, let me set my microphone filter so I stop freaking destroying all of your you know, whatever. Let me put my compressor on. Yeah, there we go. I've compressed my voice a bit. Hopefully it stops deafening you guys. Am I like very crunchy or anything right now? Am I like crunchy? Is my like sound quality down? Let me know if it's like unbearable. Okay. You're planning to migrate. What do you mean migrate? Like migrate servers? Like if you're planning to change servers, then you shouldn't spend on this account anymore. You know, you should just like go get Shin on your new account. Well, yeah. If you're migrating, go migrate country. What do you mean? Like you can still play on whatever. Like if you, let's say you're like in America now or something, and you move to Europe, you can still play on your own server. It's fine. The ping is fine. It's not an issue. I play all the time on like the wrong server, so it really doesn't matter. But if it's like a question of like, should you wail on a gacha game because you have moving expenses, girl, that is out of my expertise. I'm not the one to be coming to for advice for that. But what I can advise you guys about, wow, amazing segue, is you should pull for Shin. You see her? You see, hold on. I got more. Watch this. Wait. Sin.gg. The power of Microsoft Paint, actually. Oh my god, my browser is not having it. It's loading pictures so slowly. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I think it's funnier actually if like some of the things are scuffed. Okay. So, look at... I'm gonna expand this. Y'all see this? Y'all see this? Totally not biased. Totally not made by me. Personally. Y'all see this? Here? You see what rating this is? You see that? You see what it says? Far exceeds the requirements in most content. Why would you not pull? Why would you not pull? If you play Path to Nowhere in the Lord's year of 2026 and you have a banner that has a 50% rate up on Shin, and you're like, I don't have Shin, you know, I should probably just skip. What are you doing? At this point, what's going on? Okay? What are you saving for? Who are you waiting for? What is the mysterious unit that you think is going to change your life in Path to Nowhere's meta? It's Shin! Pull for her! I didn't even do a stream like this with Yelena reran. You know why? Because Yelena is a late game character. Okay? I can see an argument. I can see a vision where it's like, oh, you know, Yelena is a late game character. It's difficult for you to get like good use out of her early in the game. And it's gonna be difficult for newbies to use her and stuff. Like, wait, I see it. I get it. And I didn't want to do a stream where it was like, you should pull Yelena. Yelena is so important. You should pull Yelena. And then like new players see that, and then they're like, oh, I should probably pull this character, and then they pull this character, and then like they don't have fun playing, I don't know, like the first 6 chapters of the game, because like they don't get the game, they don't get how to use Empress and stuff. And you know, Yelena doesn't like exactly heal in like a typical way. She does lifesteal. And then new players might be like, oh my god, this game's like so freaking difficult. And this streamer scammed me. And it's like, I didn't scam you, it's just endgame catered. But then like, so you know, so I don't want to mislead people. But in this scenario, this is not a scam! This ain't a scam, bros! She literally, you don't want to invest more just to pull S0. S0 heals in the diamond shape more than enough to cover your whole team. Okay? 27% attack for any sinner when she turns on her ult. You don't have to be the freaking immortal Livram to get that. And you get like a 6% multiplicative damage dealt bonus at S0, and then you get 40% normal attack damage bonus at S0. You know who can use that? You know who can use that? Augustus! The most beginner-friendly newbie DPS. You know who else can use that? The Crystal Hella. You know who else can use that? RF Adela. You know who else can use that? Nox. Y'all have Nox, right? Y'all got Nox for free, right? You should freaking pull for shit. Please, I'm begging you guys. Stop skipping Catalyst sinners in this game. Okay, it's a scam. You know, other games are like, oh, you gotta like pull like the newest, most OP iPhone Adela Pro Max 18, whatever. That's not how you play Path to Nowhere. You don't play like that. You pull Catalyst. Okay? You pull Yelena, you pull Shin, and then you pull LL. LL's so OP, she took a vacation. She's not even here. She's just gone. She's not here. Look. You know who else is on vacation? Ying Ying, Labyrinth. They're all OP. I'm just saying shit now. But seriously, you guys, we're not getting a directional, like, as far as we know, so far we haven't gotten a directional for Shin, and sinners don't get directionals that early. I think like the newest sinner with a directional, hold on real quick, let me check my schedule. Directional arrest. Yeah, the newest sinner that has been on a directional on the Chinese server, which is 3 months ahead of us, is Jasmine. Like, we've got a ways to go, bro. We gotta like get through Parfait first as well, you know? And like, it's not even like directionals are guaranteed to be in a certain order, right? So it's like, y'all, it's going. So you're gonna have to wait. If you miss this chance to get a 50% rate up on Shin, not only do you have to wait for a directional, which is a scam, which is, by the way, directionals are a fucking scam. Directionals are 35% rate up. They are not 50%. Okay? Fair warning to everyone. In case you haven't checked, every single banner in Path to Nowhere is a 50% rate up, except for directionals. That shit's a scam. Also, it made me realize I labeled one of my directional arrests incorrectly, so I have to fix that real quick. Directional arrest, Angel Bianca. There we go. That was an old one. But yeah, so this is like, I'm not even trying to scare people like fear-mongering. We are literally just not going to get a rate up on Shin for a minimum of 3 months. Probably more than that. Probably more like 5 more months. At least, I would say. Probably something like that. At least 4 more months. And then if you do, it's going to be directional. Please, like, just pull her, man. What are you waiting for? What are you saving for? What else is going to impact your Path to Nowhere experience as much as having Shin? Genuinely, I was playing on a friend's account, and they were a returner, and they didn't have a bunch of meta characters, right? And it was like, high key, it was a struggle. Like, even for me, I was like struggling. Like, I could kind of barely cook some really strange runs and clear peak test path and such for them with Augustus and whatever. But I was like, I was going through it, man. And then they off-rated Shin, and everything was easy from that point on. Night and day. Like, I have never appreciated a singular shackle on any sinner as much as I had until that moment. Like, wow, that S0 Shin made all the difference. It's crazy. Please. Pull. My god. Bro. Shin S3 got home in under 310 pulls. It's crazy good luck. Love that for you. I wish that kind of luck for everyone who is here on the stream tomorrow. If you are pulling for Shin. By the way, if any of you are pulling for Aurum Summon specifically, please remember you actually need S4 Shin if you want like the full effect. So S3 makes her P2, the damage dealt bit, go from 6% to 36%. And then that is what applies twice. So Aurum Summons will get it as 72%. However, if you go up to S4, that means at the start of the fight, she will have 8 stacks of her P1, which is, if I'm not mistaken, is like 4, 10, so you get like 32% normal attack damage dealt on Aurum Summon. Like, I mean, obviously 32% bonus normal attack damage dealt is nice to have, yeah? But like, if you're really short on resources and you're like more towards F to P or something, or like low spend, and you kind of want to save up for anniversary, then I think it's fine even for Aurum to stop at S3. Because like, what the really huge one is that double dip on summons for 72% damage dealt. Especially because you don't take last stand on them, you retake Empower, so you don't dilute with last stand. So please, y'all, okay? I ain't playing. I'm sick of seeing. I don't have Shin. I didn't pull Shin on her first banner. I didn't pull Shin. I don't want to see that shit. Pull Shin. I'm not hearing it. Okay, Shin's banner's not out yet. It will be out tomorrow. I'm just here early to ping everyone and tell people, please, pull Shin, oh my god. Girl. Okay? What are you... Listen, what are you doing? What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Bullshit! Okay, please. That is basically all I came on to say. Pull her! Right. Since we are here online gaming, is there anything you guys want to see from my account? Since I'm here, you know, like we're online anyway. I don't really think I have anything interesting to do on my account right now, to be honest. Like I've done my Dark Zone, I've done my Eternal Nightmare, I've done my Data Crevice, all of that. I can flex my shit for you guys. Look at, hold on, let me show you guys. Hell yeah, hell. Look at my Shin. Oh yeah, she's so strong. She's so powerful. Hell yeah. Dude, this tag has been bothering me that it clips out of the box. Because Chinese words are really short, like phrases are really short. So, oh my god. Oh cute. Oh my god, thank you so much for that super. The Grimpotato cubes are killing me. I think this is the first time. Yeah, I think this is the first time we've gotten supas on stream. I've just gotten to see the hypercube. That actually made my day, being able to see the hypercube. Thank you. That's every time I look at it, it makes me laugh again. Compose myself. The cubes are the best thing. I don't think I briefly consider, thank you again for the super chat. I consider again changing to a different chat widget because I kind of felt like it suited the aesthetic of my stream overlay a bit more, and I like a lot of stuff from this person, Sayonani, and have like other things from them, and they work really well. But this has just cemented my decision to not switch it because you can't get custom hypercube banners anywhere else. One day, we will see the Discoin. If anyone was here for when I was on that stream setting this up with the Discoin, one day we'll see that. But yes, time to compete this year. I've been thinking about it, but I only have 5 rocks. Oh my god, you guys can't even see the hypercubes. Hold on. Can you guys see? There we go. I only have 5 consciousness crystals left, and you might be thinking, wow, you've got 5 consciousness crystals? That's like 5 more than I have. I have a really bad tendency to fall in love with a random character that's not even a limited. Okay, all limiteds get 10, 10, 10, 10 skill level by default. They just do. Okay? But I just randomly fall in love with a character, and then I'm going like level 10 Hilda's basic attack. You know? Or level 10 LL basic attack. Or my favorite, the one I think I cooked the most on, level 10 Duro basic attack. So I need those soaps. Okay, I can't just use them for no reason. I have a lot of characters that have 10 for no good reason. I think I have I have all 10 Vivi. I mean, I think Vivi is fine because she's meta, right? And then Coco I don't have. I have a couple of 10s on Eve, but I play her a lot. But then these 3 in a row, 2 raw, LL. in a row. All tens. All ECB3. There is no reason you need ECB3 on 2 roll. You know, so Hilda, level 10 basic attack, there's no reason for it. I just like them. So it's, you know, I need all the soaps I can get. I'm persistently broke. It's so fast. You just run out of soaps if you start simping for characters, you know? I mean, I think it's fine, like, for most characters, and, like, if you're not molding peak test path max score or something, like, 7777 is fine for most characters. I feel like most of them basically get good enough at 777. Maybe you want 9 on, like, some characters, but, like, except for LL's ult, which is a special case, you don't need, like, going from 9 to 10 is not a very meaningful difference for most people. And Turo is special because, like, it literally reduces her ult cost and it increases how much energy she gives. Like, this is huge. If you only give your soap to one character ever, let it be the one that's already in the bathtub. Because it's like this one is actually, like, a meaningful difference. But aside from that, yeah. You just, like, 45! Why did you get 40? Do I even have 45 soaps in my entire lifetime? I mean, I guess probably, right? 45 is crazy. Where are you guys getting 45 soaps from? Dude, nah, that's crazy. That's crazy work. And then, oh yeah, what else? 10, 10, 10 Millie. I should really 10 this on her because I love Millie. She's great. Look, I have 100 compliance on her. Dude, I even think, yeah, I have her title set as my title card. You started on launch. Oh, that's why. I mean, I didn't start that far from launch. I started, like, I think 3 months after launch or something. A couple of months after launch. But then I was, like, low spent. Like, I basically just bought Battle Pass for, I think, like, half a year or so. Or something like that. Half a year, more than half a year. And then only after, like, I started spending more after Flora Unfurl, because, like, at that point I realized I was playing, like, a really special game. I really enjoyed this game. So I started spending more. But, like, I think I only started whaling at, yeah, around Yao, actually. So around 1.5 anniversary. I started whaling around at that point until this point. So I think before that I wasn't really, like, getting that many resources and such. But yeah. So that is how it goes. I should spend my stamina. But yes. So I'm sure everyone here either has high shackles on Shin or is ready to pull Shin, right? 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 Hmm? Can I be confident that I will no longer see I don't have Shin in my comments from now on? Yes? Question mark? Oh yeah, Shin is just so good. I don't even, y'all. Honestly, it's crazy how it's actually wild how good she is. I'm gonna put the paint back on. I think what's more interesting now is I actually kind of want to talk about Margaret and Weak Spot a little before I go off. So I am going off stream soon. Okay. My roommate is coming home. Okay, and I need to go bother them. So I'm going to go off stream soon. But I do want to talk a little about Margaret since quite a lot of people have been asking and I haven't posted the video yet. So overall, the concept of, oh my god, more hypercubes! Dude, the hypercubes are, like, actually highlight of the stream. Thank you, I appreciate it. You go for, as for Shin, nice. Do Bianca's ult and HP? Yes, all of Bianca's damage count as normal attack damage. All of it. So Bianca has no source of damage that comes out of her that isn't normal attack damage. So she can completely benefit from all of Shin's buffs. So about Weak Spot and Margaret, you can think of, if you've played Bleed, right, you can think of Margaret as Jasmine for Weak Spot. And she has a little function aside from that. So you might have seen some videos floating around on the Chinese server of people like using Margaret within the Cresta Hellas team, and there is like a specific gimmick with that. So basically, you can put Margaret's summon, like it's like a sculpture. I'm just gonna call it sculpture, okay? She summons a sculpture, and it's an enemy, so you can like hit it with Necresta Hella, yeah? So if on Necresta Hella, it hits the center tile of the boss when she basic attacks, like in Tides of Ashes. So if you put this statue there, and then it hits that tile, it will actually mark both enemies with a fake core. So when Necresta Hella breaks cores with her basic attacks, it will actually break both of them. So on the boss and on the sculpture as well. And this makes double follow-up attacks. So it basically essentially doubles the amount of damage that you get from Hella's follow-up attacks. And we've established that that's actually a lot. It's a very big part of her damage. And also similarly, if in that team you use 0 to hit the boss and the sculpture at the same time, you double, again, the amount of hits that are actually performed. So Necresta Hella's follow-up attacks, again, they will double as well. So that's kind of the reason why you might see Margaret in that team. And also she can benefit a little from some physical damage buffs and such for Margaret. But personally, the reason I don't want to recommend it is because I think a lot of people forget that the Necresta Hella you are seeing on those videos and stuff are pretty much all S5 Necresta Hella. Because when you have like whale videos and stuff, you assume that is S5 Necresta Hella. Just because it's so strong. Like there's no reason to not pull all the way to S5 if you are interested in endgame content, if you are a whale. So the performance between S4 and S5 difference on Hella is really huge. And I don't think I can in good faith say like, oh, I recommend Margaret from Necresta Hella team, but then not mention that Necresta Hella is S5, because for this case it makes a big difference. Like if it was RF Adela, it would be like, oh yeah, like S0, S1, not much of a difference. But then with Hella, it's a really big difference. And I can't even be like, oh, like S3 and S4 Shin for Aurum is a difference, but it's not huge. It just is a difference with Hella. So yeah. That's why I don't really want to recommend Margaret as like, oh, she's like, you can use her with whoever. The way her kit works is whoever is standing in front of her will get a mark as like her partner, basically. Like kind of like Jasmine's dance mark thing. You get like a mark as a partner. And they will buff this partner sinner to like do like bonus physical damage buffs and stuff, blah blah blah. But because of how it works, there is a bit of downtime, and it's like downtime, uptime, down, like it's like 2 seconds, 0.5 seconds without, 2 seconds buff, 0.5 seconds without. And then like, what if like you're hitting attacks in 0.5 seconds? People are saying, dude, streets are saying the 0.5 second airball time doesn't matter. That shit matters, okay? Like, if you think about it, you get 2 seconds with the buff and 0.5 seconds without the buff. So that's 2.5 seconds total, right? If you do 0.5 seconds divided by 2.5 seconds, that's 20% of the time where you actually don't have the buff. If you're not playing Bianca, if you are playing Bianca, it is full uptime because of how it works. If not, everyone else will have that 5 second 0.5 second airball time. 20% is not there. Like you imagine you use RF Adela's ECB, and then in that duration, you know, if you miscalculate it and you overlap it with that 0.5 seconds of airball time, which is very possible, yeah, right? You just lose 20% buff there, just like that. You know? Right there. So it's like, bro, no, I really don't think like I can recommend it in good faith, saying like, oh, you can just use her anything. You can, but like it's not ideal. You might as well just use Yelena. You might as well use Shin. who you should be pulling tomorrow. You know? You want to use like more RF summer or something more reliable, something that isn't like basically supposed to be for something else. It's like, yeah, Jasmine can do 2 core break for you and her ECB can shred some defense for you, but like, we don't pull her for that reason. And Margaret is like that. Okay? So if you want to pull Margaret, I really recommend that you only do it if you are interested in playing weak spot, you really like Bianca, you already have like an S3 Bianca or something, you want to like get her back in the meta, then in that case, S0, S1 Margaret, I think is really worth it to make, like, to bring back your investment in Bianca. But otherwise, like, if you are good enough to make those like weird Necresta Hella runs work and stuff, you don't need to be watching my pull recs, okay? You have your own plan sorted out. Because that is just way too specific. And like it's too gimmicky. I don't think it's going to last a very long time, you know? And like the good evergreen supports we've seen have been like, you know, LL. Like almost everyone uses energy, right? Most of the strong characters use energy. And Yelena, you know, big attack buff, big damage dealt buff with like really strong uptime, huge crit buff, lifesteal that you can use to like heal sinners and skip certain mechanics. And then, you know, Shin, the sinner we should all be pulling for tomorrow. Yeah. Shin heals in an AoE, big attack buff, big damage buff, big normal attack buff. So like these characters are not gimmicky. They're very like stable characters, right? So I think Margaret kind of slides a bit into that gimmicky territory there because of that airball time. I think it's a good thing because we're not getting another OP catalyst we have to pull for. So I think the balance is fine. She's not bad. She has a really specific role. And you know, if you don't need it, you don't have to worry about pulling for it. So you have to consider if you want that niche of bringing Bianca back in your roster for her. Like personally, for me, I'm not even gonna pull high shackles for Margaret unless the main story robs me blind and she turns out to be like freaking amazing and I love her story, and then I'm gonna pull S5 because I'm a dumbass. But meta-wise, I plan to just pull S0, maybe S1, because I'm personally not very interested in weak spot, and I don't enjoy the fact that weak spot is a bit buggy at high level play. Like if you try to max out weak spot, there is actually a small bug where Bianca's damage, as stated by her kit, doesn't really work the same way in game, so you lose a bit of damage. And I think that is the intended way for it to work. So I'm not sure I should call it a bug or not. But basically it's like the kind of kit that's stated is slightly misleading. It's not like incorrect. The phrasing is just a little strange. Does that make sense? But yeah. So that's kind of how I feel about Margaret. Rust is just, I'm just telling you guys now, Rust is not meta. I think Rust is actually really good for beginners, for new players and stuff, but Rust is not meta, okay? So like don't stress about pulling him if you don't want to. The reasons I think he's beginner friendly and stuff, I'll explain more in the video, but I think Margaret was the one like lots of people were asking about. But yeah. Yes, we're on Shin propaganda. But I am going to go off soon. So does okay, Cat's Eye. Before I go off, let's talk about Cat's Eye real quick. Cat's Eye, basically 3 sinners. Younger sister, I is a healer. Hitomi is the Umbra kind of main damage dealer-ish. Roy is the elder sister and she's like an arcane. So you can do arcane crit Roy, basically, and kind of like do that in Dark Zone and stuff. But the intended quote-unquote DPS is Hitomi, the second sister, and you are supposed to like play her with crit, with Yelena, with Shin, all that kind of stuff. Typical ampers. They are magic damage. They are not particularly meta, to be honest. The fact that the 3 of them are a team and 2 of them are S ranks, I find them a bit weak. And also they they really, 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 really need Yelena. Like, you just don't have enough damage without Yelena because they function on crit. That's it. You really just need her. Victory for Path to Yelena believers always, every day. But yeah, so for me, those are characters to collect because you like them. We do get one of the S ranks for free. I think we get, if I'm not mistaken, I think we get was it Rui for free? I don't remember. One of the S ranks are given to us for free. So you would only have to pull one S rank if you wanted to collect all of them, since we get the A rank for free as well. So yeah. I, from a meta standpoint, wouldn't recommend pulling, save your cubes. On Chinese server, a lot of people say they find them fun to play. I don't find them super fun to play. But again, this is, well, fun or not is something that depends on your personal opinion, right? So just wait until we get there, test them out, see if you like them or not. But I can just tell you guys, shackles do make them stronger, but they are not like meta or game changing or anything. So don't worry about going for high shackles on Cat's Eye. Rui. Oh, Rui is free. Okay, yes, there we go. Thank you. Do we have a video about the latest art characters? We don't, because I have been slacking. No, I've been touching grass. Guys, contrary to popular belief, I have a job. Local whale is not jobless, actually. What else? Was Li Chen talked about? I don't think no, I didn't talk about Li Chen yet. Li Chen is probably you will have to get S0 on her at least, I assume, when RF Yao comes out. But we haven't seen RF Yao yet. We don't know if it's strong or bad. Like, I think it should be fine because it's a limited characters reforge. Like, surely they're not gonna fuck that up, right? They've done so many reforge, but like, you never know. You never know. Okay, so it's hard to say. But like, if RF Yao comes back into the meta, then definitely get S0 Li Chen. But if RF Yao does not come back in the meta, then you can probably skip Li Chen. It's fine, because she doesn't really do anything much besides invert. Like, you can do some niche stuff with her, but like not enough to pull her for that reason. It'll be kind of crazy to pull her for the reasons that are not burn. So yeah, so this pulling Li Chen or not, Li Chen's place in the meta completely depends on what happens to RF Yao. You got 18k and 9 tickets for sure. Gamble S2 just pull. I would say pull S1 and then gamble like another maybe like 10, 20, 30 pull, like maybe like 20, 30 pulls, and see, hope you get one more shackle. And then you can wait and buy her S3 in the shop later on. I wouldn't say like go all the way to S3 because it's gonna take you a hot second to save back up for anniversary. Like, it's gonna take you a second, bro. So yeah. I have Shin S1 shoe pull. I mean, if you can afford it, S3 is really good. Okay, so remember, I don't need to pay me. I'm literally telling you guys, you gotta pull for this character, You guys, you gotta spend money, guys. They should pay me. But no, if you of course you can afford it, don't put yourself into like credit card debt to gacha, please. Okay, S0 Shin is perfectly good. S1 Shin is perfectly good. S3 is really, really nice to have, but like, if it's between, do you get S3 Shin or do you get like a guaranteed new limited on anniversary? Of course you go for the guaranteed new limited. You already have the S0 S1 Shin, right? Okay, so like, get our priorities straight, y'all. Okay, don't put yourself in debt. Don't like tilt yourselves, So the message you guys are getting, I swear to God. Okay, so any more questions? I'm taking one last question before I go. If you don't have Shin, absolutely get S0. At least get S0. It's so worth it. Okay, shackles beyond that depends on how much you're spending, how much you're willing to spend, able to spend, and what your plans are for anniversary. Because from here to anniversary, it's like maybe S0 Lee Chen, but then no like other must pulls. I mean, you guys have Yelena, right? So you don't have to pull Yelena on the directional, right? 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 So basically you have Shin to pull now. If you don't have Yelena, then well, I'm sorry, you gotta pull Yelena on her directional. And then it's basically like wait and see what happens on anniversary. Okay? 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 Yeah? Good? Understand? Are we all clear? Alright? Yes? Awesome? Nice. So that is all for the stream. It was pure Polshin propaganda. Remember, today is the 27th of January. Tomorrow is January 28th. 28th, y'all. We got 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks. Corin's event is rerunning. You can get cubes out of Corin's event. Okay? Do your EX stages. Do your broken fine lines. Get those cubes. Pull Shin. Okay, amazing. Thank you guys for coming. Literally, that was the stream. Thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk on the character that you really should be pulling. And I will be live translating on the 30th. So on the 31st in the evening, like about 3 hours before this time, there is going to be a live stream on the Chinese server on Bilibili for the new anniversary characters. So it's going to be like revealing what the limiteds are. It's going to be revealing what the anniversary event is and stuff. I am going to be doing like a watch along stream here. So I'm gonna put it like here, you know, and the space. I'm gonna be here like chilling in the corner. And I'm gonna be like, oh my god, so cool. Oh my god, so hype. Yeah, new skit, hell yeah. And all of that. And then if there are like any particularly interesting things, like they talk about the kit or something, or like they discuss like any reforges or something, or like free shit, and I'll translate those live on stream here for you guys. But I'm not going to like do a whole video translating, so it is you guys doing that. So 31st, it's you can find it, okay? It's in my Discord. Okay, see you guys. Bye bye. Pull for Shin.